What is going on, guys? It is Mr. Banks coming at you with a Webull options layout. Now, guys, please use Webull uh, to make your layout whatever you would like to do, right? Webull gives you a lot of different options. Just because I have this as my layout doesn't mean you have to do exactly this, right? There is a lot of options, widgets that you can add that might best suit you and your type of trading, right? We have 52-week highs that you can be looking at, order flow, short interest, right? We have news, different things that you guys can use in order for you to trade the best that you can trade. But this is going to be my setup, my layout, and I'm going to go give you the rundown real quick to hopefully help you create your layout. Now, you guys know I like to keep things very, very simple when I'm trading. Very, very simple. Just use what I need. Get in, get out, sniper entries, sniper exits, work it like a machine, right? And as you guys know, I would get a pen and a pad ready so that we can go over and you can add what you need to add to the chart. So, first but not least is going to be the chart, right? Chart. As you guys know, I use Trend Spider, but do have a chart here just to have it up. But I do have Trend Spider going on another screen. Now, if you guys only have one screen, obviously you'll only use one chart, just like this. But I do have obviously multiple screens. So I have Trend Spider up on another screen, which is what I use for my actual charting. It's where you see my lines, EMAs if I use them, and everything in between. So to find the chart, let me go up here. To find the chart, guys, we can go to quote and we have chart right here. So we have the widgets. We'll go right here to custom, right? This is where you'll create your screen. We'll have two different panels pulled up. Add widgets will be in the top right-hand corner here. Add widgets, which will bring up the screen. So if I exit this, I'll bring this right back up. So to add a chart, we'll go to quote, add chart, quote, add chart, and be the first thing that you can add to your screen there. Second on the list that I like to add is Turbo Trader. Turbo Trader. We'll go to the next widget right here under trade, and it'll be right here, guys, under Turbo Trader. So this will be our Turbo Trader right here. It's pretty much an active trader, right? We talked about active trader getting in and out very, very quickly. This is going to be your Turbo Trader button, which will pull up this right here. You guys can see if I click it, pulls up a new one. Since I already have one, obviously, I will get rid of that. Next on the list, we can do a turbo options trader. So it's going to be this screen right here. And still under trade will be turbo options trader. So you have turbo trader, turbo options trader, under trade. So you go to trade, turbo trader, turbo options trader. Chart is going to be under quote chart. So go ahead and write these down. Next on the list, guys, I have is positions and orders. So still under trade, right? So we started off with chart, under quote, chart, quote. Now we go to trade, turbo trader, turbo options trader, and then we're going to have positions and orders, right? So turbo trader, turbo options trader, positions, and orders are going to be on the list. Now, what's cool, what I like is we have positions and orders. You guys can keep it separate screens like this, or you can move it into one. So I like how to have mine under one, right? So I just click back and forth in my positions and orders just to clean up some space on my screen. So again, it's just putting it into one another like that. We'll create them in under the same layout, right? So positions, orders, we can click back and forth just like that. Next on the list, guys, is going to be my watch list, right? Obviously, watch lists are very important. So let's go under, I believe it is stocks. No, it is not. Or maybe quotes, actually. Under general. So general is going to be watch list, right? So general is going to be watch list. So we'll go to general, we'll go to watch list, and we'll create a watch list, right? So I'll show you why this is important when we go to actually trade. So we'll have a watch list there. The last thing that I added was going to be a ladder, and I believe I found that under, where did I find the ladder? Is under trade as well. So under trade, you're going to find price ladder here as well. So again, I'll go over that one more time. We'll start with quote. We'll add the chart there. Then we'll go to trade. We'll add turbo trader, turbo options trader. We'll add orders. We'll add positions, and then we'll add price ladder at the very bottom. And then we'll head to general. Under general, we'll have our watch list. So now we have my setup right here ready to go. Now, what's very important is making sure that everything is added together, right? Everything is added together. So how to do this the appropriate way is your chart and your watch list will be under one. So we'll set as a group under one. So we'll set under one, watch list under one. Same symbol, just like that. So everything, right? So when we click it, it's just like that. After that, everything else is going to be under the S group. So if we go to Turbo Options Trader, we'll set this group as S, right? Which allows us to make a cross layout there. S, right? So Turbo Options Trader, we'll set the group as S. Turbo Trader, we will set the group as S, right down here. Options or orders and positions we'll set as S. And the ladder we will set as S. So now after we do that, what's cool is, see, I click on AMD. AMD chart will pop up. It will pop up under my Turbo Trader, Turbo Options Trader, and my ladder. So if I go to Amazon, oops, sorry about that. If I go to Amazon, same thing, right? So this makes it where we can go through different stocks that you are trying to trade. Very, very simple. We go to Google, boom, it's all set up for us, ready to go. So what I would suggest on their watch list is to create probably the top 10 of SPY, top 10 of QQQ, or anything that you trade on the regular basis or that you are watching or have a trade plan for that day. We can add under a watch list here. If you guys take a look at the very bottom, it should give us, I don't know why it's not giving us it. Interesting. Give me 1 second. There we go. Add symbol. So you can just add symbol, and then you can just add whatever symbol, right? So if we want to add, let's just say we want to add CCL to that list, right? And then we can add as many symbols as we want to our watch list. So let me go ahead and pull this back down here. So now we have the watch list ready to go, right? Watch list ready to go. And again, what makes this really cool is that we can literally just go through CCL, AMD, right? So we have the options popped up. We have the Turbo Trader. Everything is in conjunction, right? So everything is working together. It makes it very, very fast, very, very simple. And that way you don't have to actually type in a particular stock or a particular ticker to get to it, right? You have your watch list, boom, ready to go there. After that, guys, say we want to trade Apple, right? So say we want to trade Apple. One of the things you can use is this Turbo Options Trader, right? Is this Turbo Options Trader right over here. What I would do is go to filters, underlying expirations, and I would go here to last, right? I would go here to last. Now, obviously, you can have all the Greeks up here, implied volatility. Sometimes I'll throw this up, the theta, the delta, the open interest as well. But what you really want to see as far as the quote indicator is the last, right? And under the last, I would go to in between, right? So we're on the Turbo Options Trader. We're under filters. Make sure under quote indicator, we have last up. For that last, let's add it from 1 to 7, right? From 1 to 7 and say, okay. Now, what this is going to do is put you in a good field of calls and puts right in the center. So we have Apple at 177.49 right here. Now, typically, We're going to trade at the money or close to at the money, 1 to 2 strikes out. So we're at 177.50 call side. Perfect. We have 180, 177.50, 175. That's in the money, but right out the money, we have the 180 call ready to go, which is the one we would most likely be trading, or that 177.50. And then likewise to the downside, right? We have 175 to the downside, 172.50, which is what we'd be trading, right? Which is what we'd be trading. So hope that makes sense. And down here, guys, this is where you can actually use it to trade. So we're going to buy the ask, sell the bid, and then you can choose the amount of contracts that you want right here. Right now, this adds a little bit of time, but this is a good way to trade, right? It's kind of like another active trader. Buy, right? 10 contracts at the ask, boom, sell at the ask, ready for you to go, right? Ready for you to go. And then you can skip the order confirmations, right? So if you click this and you buy, it'll come up, it asks you if, do you want to do this? You can skip that part. You can actually skip that so that when you click it, it will go straight through, right? It will go straight through. And again, once you actually enter position, the orders will be up here and the positions will be right here. So you can just go right in between. Very, very easy between those two. Now, this is probably the most important part here, guys, is the Turbo Trader. What's really great about this is we can, it's messed up right now. Let me go. Actually, this is a good part right here, is that we can create buttons, right? So we can create buttons here. It's messing around with it for this video, but we can create buttons here. Very, very simple, right? Can buy one, sell one, buy 5, sell 5, buy 10, right? Buy 25, buy 50. Now, most of you will probably be in the 1, 5, or 10 range for contracts. Obviously, I trade higher there, but now you can buy more contracts in that order. Another cool thing is you can use monetary value as well. So say you want to buy $2,000 worth, boom, ready to go. You can go ahead and make an order confirmation just like that. So in order for this to get filled here, guys, the turbo options trader, right? So this is important because these two connect together. So say we want to trade AMD. We want to buy the 102 calls. What we'll do here is click on these 3 buttons right here. We'll send it to the cross group. Boom. Now AMD is added to the list. Now you guys can see here, AMD popped up here, right? AMD is now popped up here. So now we can trade this contract, right? So now it's in here, place an option order, AMD 112. Sorry, 10, say we did 106, right? 106. You can see how this changes no matter what we want to trade. We want to trade the puts. Awesome. Let's send it. Now we're in the 109 puts here, right? So we can, and then we can go ahead and buy, sell, whatever we want to do. We can also use this option down here, but again, typically just buying the contracts right here until we get to that fill price of whether it's 2,000, 5,000, up to $10,000 for me specifically. But for you guys, right? Buy 1, buy 5. This makes it very, very easy. We can buy, we can sell very, very quickly in and out of our positions. And then we also have a flatten button here, right? So this closes out of all positions, sells them for market, and we close out of every single position very, very quickly. So this is my setup, guys. Try to make this very, very simple video for you. It is my first video trying to explain it. I'll probably make another one here sometime pretty soon. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope this makes a lot more sense. I hope that you can use it for your benefit to get in and out to active trade very, very quickly. So again, I would rewind the video, go over, add these things to you. What's cool about this Turbo Trader, I'll add this on the last bit, is we can go to Turbo Trader settings. We can add a button, right? So say we wanted to add a buy 100 button, right? Buy 100 buttons. So we'll go up here, we'll add a button. So this is how I grabbed more buttons on here. So we'll call it buy 100, right? We'll call it buy 100. Now we want to make sure it's applied to options, right? So a button applied to, we'll go to options here, and we want it on the buy side, right? Because we're buying 100. This is the buy side under options. We'll go to create. So now we have this option here. And what's cool about Webull is just the customization that it allows you to do is very, very cool. So now if you go ahead and customize this button, we have a buy 100. Cool. We're at 100 contracts. We're buying at the limit, right? You could buy a market, but buying at limit. We're gonna buy, right? Buy at the ask. We'll change the limit price to whatever the ask is. And what's cool is that you can offset this, right? You can offset it by a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, whatever you like, so that you can easily get filled. So if you guys are having problems getting fills, we can limit the offset, right, by 3 cents, 2 cents. That means that it will fill whatever the limit is. Say it's $1. um, and it's not getting filled, it will limit it. Maybe you'll buy it at 101, 102, has a nice limit offset. And obviously, we always want to keep automatically adjusted price as round down to the nearest price, right? We always want to round down to the nearest price, right? What's also cool is you can add an OCO order to any of these buttons here. Uh, Stop loss order, take profit order, and it's a conditional bracket order, right? So say buy 100, we're doing this particular button. So now I just added it to the list, right? Clicked it, buy 100 at the ask, plus 03, right? So we have that limit offset. Let's take that off. So buy at the ask, run down to the nearest price. What we can do is put a stop loss and a take profit order. So as soon as I buy, say about 100 contracts at the ask, it gets filled. It automatically will input a stop loss order for 20% and a take profit order at 20%, right? We can also do monetary value, right? If it's up $1, 50 cents, whatever you want to do. But typically we're using percentages when we're doing conditional bracket orders. And what's cool is you could change this to whatever you want. If you want your stop loss to be 10%, your take profit at 30%. We can even do 20.3%, right? You can literally do whatever you feel is best for your account. And what's cool, you can also add a hotkey to this, right? So you can do like control or shift one, right? So shift one, and you can buy it without even pressing a button. So you can also add hotkeys as well, right? To make this even quicker if that's something that you're into. So a lot of different options for you guys to use on this Webull setup. I'll probably make another one that might go more in depth on this actual turbo trader to help you guys more specifically on that. But this is my setup. I would use it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it will make your trading a lot more easier in the future with this setup. And as I said again, I'll probably make another video to help you guys out. Maybe explain it a little bit better, right? It's my first time trying to explain it. Just like all of our master classes, the explanations get better and better the more I do it. So hopefully we'll make another video, probably make it better explanations, easier to understand. But I hope this one you guys could understand very well. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time on another video to help you guys get better at trading. Let's have a killer week, guys. See you next time.